Your inner joy is a sparkling, precious jewel, infinite facets of light glimmer and shine throughout the seasons of your life. You are radiant with joy, at one with all creation, shimmering with serenity and glowing with health. Grand Rising. If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. My returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your support. All right, let me shift this a little bit. Yes. Okay. Cameras are set up. Know that sometimes when the day is over, we're completely spent and wipe out on the couch or with Netflix or Instagram or some other form of distraction. We just want to get outside of ourselves for a little while. And there's nothing wrong with that. Distraction works to relax us because it takes us away, at least for a little while, from our inner dialogue of stress and worry and craving and anger. However, there's another activity that we can try from time to time that's also effective when we're tired and that also takes us out of our inner dialogue and stream of worries and problems and desires. It's a meditation technique called sympathetic joy. A term for this Buddhist practice is mudita. In Buddhism, it's considered as equally powerful and advanced as the loving kindness, compassion, and equanimity practices. These four meditations are often practiced together in the form called the Four Immeasurables. Over time, these mind training techniques reliably open our hearts to produce a joyful attitude toward life that cultivates the best in ourselves and recognizes the best in others. I'm excited to share with you today a technique of sympathetic joy. The practice includes a brief guided meditation that can be done on or off the cushion. But before we start today's meditation, I ask that at this time that you please click the like button. It may seem like a small click to you, but to me in this platform, it means a lot. It helps towards our continual growth. Thank you. Now we'll go into the meditation on sympathetic joy. This practice is generally done at the end of the day and requires some recalling of experiences of the entire day. Being that we are doing this in the morning time, I will be asking you to recall some experiences the day before or this morning. However, if you are doing this exercise at night, I ask that you can recall the experiences of your current day. Now, this meditation doesn't require any modification to your posture. If you feel like it, you can settle into a meditation posture on a cushion or a chair. But this practice can be done lying on the couch in bed, kicking back on your easy chair, or sitting on the beach or the grass or a hammock under a shady tree. Before fully relaxing, do whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. Get a drink, get a blanket if you're cold, or turn on a fan if you're hot. And then settle down into stillness and move your mind through yesterday or this morning, through everyone you encountered, and focus only on the good that they did. These can be simple things like the person who made your sandwich for lunch or who brewed your morning coffee. Rejoice in your family and all the good that they do. Try, if you can, completely ignore any annoyance or conflict and focus only on the good deeds. Think of the people who you work with, the good work they accomplished, whatever benefit their efforts had on the world, even just the basics like making enough money to feed and house themselves and the ones they love. Think of the basic kindness and nonviolence that most people demonstrated yesterday or this morning. Society is kindness, as the Dalai Lama says, through cooperation and mutual respect and kindnesses is as simple as opening a door or stopping at a stoplight. Then expand your mind to greater kindnesses. You may know people with great degrees of kindness and joy, like selfless mothers, children who offer their unbridled joy to their parents and teachers and friends, the altruistic risk that nurses and doctors taking care for those whom which they can catch diseases from. And then, if you know any beings on earth who wholly dedicate themselves to others, if you feel some kinship with those on the far spectrum of kindness, like great spiritual leaders or peace activists, or maybe a politician or a philanthropist or writer or some other public figure who wholly dedicates their lives to others, imagine what they did yesterday, this morning. How, from the moment they woke to the moment they went to sleep, they thought only of others and helped them through their problems. How often their very presence and smile were enough to transform another person's day or life for the better. And how some of their greater projects might have brought happiness or improved or even saved the lives of hundreds or thousands or even millions of people. Do this for some time. Let your mind wander across anyone who comes to mind and rejoice in all the good they did yesterday or this morning. And then bring your mind to the ones you have the hardest time with, the ones you left out, the people you're jealous of, who you may have hold a grudge toward just because of their happiness or good fortune. And work to feel sympathetic joy for them too. Use your imagination to rejoice in the good they experienced yesterday or this morning. And also recognize the good that they did as well and their continued potential for good inside them. And then come back to your family and friends, the positive things that they did yesterday or this morning. This should be comfortable, rejoicing again in all their good. And now zero in on yourself. Let go of any judgment or shame or guilt and think only of the good that you did yesterday or this morning. Catalog the simple joys you experienced, like your shower or breakfast or a cup of coffee, the joy of moving and being alive and exercise or walking through the world, the joys of doing your work, and the joy of relaxing right now. And then go through the good that you did yesterday, this morning. Simple things like the benefit of your smile or an affectionate touch. Perhaps you did even more to help others yesterday or this morning in your work or your family or through some accidents that gave you a chance to help someone else. Helping someone by listening to their pain, by giving a little money to the homeless, by supporting a good cause. Rest in all your goodness. Rejoice in having rejoiced, at steering your mind and brain toward its best instincts, its natural state of calm and contentment. Gradually come out of this meditation when you like, but you may find that it's quite pleasant in this state of rejoicing. Then, finally done, you may feel filled. even overflowing with the goodness that was always there. That all you had to do was recognize and catalog all the good around you in order to have it color your mood. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Your connection with everything in the stillness of your heart is the origin of your joyful nature. Today, we meet even unwelcome circumstances with positive light and energy because we will shine the light of joy upon them. Discord and distress wither in the brilliance and radiance of joy. Joy is our heart's jewel. So embark on each new day eager to shine the light and love of the universe and share the blessings of peace and plenty, each one a benediction of joy. And so it is. All right. Let me see who's on here live with me. I see you, Miss Pat. Grand Rising to you. Yes, yes. Thank you for joining in. I think you are a newcomer. Integrate. I'm trying to see how do I integrate Deezers. I'm sorry, integrator. Thank you for joining in. I apologize for butchering your name, but I am. It's a pleasure to have you on live with me. Grand Rising to you and Miss Shannon. I see you, my friend. Grand Rising to you. All right. This concludes today's practice. I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you are on here live or you are looking at this pre-recorded video. Thank you for your participation. I'll see you all tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube and Instagram channels. All right, go out into this day by sharing your joy with others, or if this is the end of your day, by simply resting and contentedly in that joy, peace, and blessings.